Hey yo guys, it's me, HappyCairek. Welcome to daily LDoE Survival video. So today guys, our topic is going to be how to raid in LDoE Survival, because I keep getting this question every single time when I go to livestream or even in the comment section. People keep asking, when should you raid, how should you raid, and what should you do, and what is raiding at all. And LDoE keeps getting a lot of new players, and I'm pretty sure this video is gonna help them out. First of all, let's take a quick shower. So I'll try to make this video as short as possible, and at the end we will raid as well if I'm gonna get a revenge raid, but I have a feeling that I'll get a revenge raid because I usually get revenge raids around this time. So okay, whatever, first things first, what is raiding? Basically, as you can see guys, there's these 3 bases on the map. Actually, there's more bases, 1, 2, 3, and there's the 4th base up the top if you unlock the tower. So basically, if you've ever went to these bases, you know what is raiding. There's a base, you destroy the walls and you open up chests. This is what's called raiding. So now in order, if you want to raid, you have to go to your crafting menu, and there is going to be that CB radio. So after you craft this CB radio, you will have to assemble it. It's really cheap. And after you assemble it, you will have to go over here and turn this dial knob, whatever it's called, and you will have to find raiders. It's like, as you can see, it says dealer, but it will be raiders. You call raiders, you accept, and everything will be fine. And they should appear in your base in like around 10 seconds. Don't worry, you're still not going to be raided yet. As soon as you accept them, everything is going to be fine. Your base is still protected. No one is going to raid you. So after that, there will be 3 guys standing like this. You come to them and you will see that they give you tasks to do. Your tasks will be different than mine, or they might be the same. There's a lot of different tasks here, and spoiler alert, they all suck almost. So after you will finish all of these tasks, let's say like this one, we will have to do the 3rd floor. Here we will have to craft 5 chests. We will have to destroy 5 turrets and then open up 25 chests in red locations, like it says in dangerous locations. So after you will be done with all these tasks, then there will be a big button said complete. And after you hit complete, a base outside is gonna spawn with 8-hour timer. And after you will raid that base, you will have a skull up the top in the left corner. As you can see over here, guys, there is a threat of attack, and it says that I have 3 skulls of threat, even though it's like 19 days. But the point is, guys, when you click on it, the more skulls you're gonna have, the more likely your base is gonna be raided after that. So even if you raid once, it's not 100% guaranteed that you will be raided. But that's basically, guys, 101 of raiding. And now let's go to some quick tips. If it's the first time that you're gonna raid, I highly suggest you crafting 5 simple level 1 hatchets, which are these, and then craft 5 iron hatchets, which are these. Level 1 hatchets are gonna destroy level 1 walls. Level 2 hatchets are gonna destroy level 2 walls. And I also highly suggest you taking at least 1 or 2 C4s for the raid. Frankly, I don't even have any C4s now to show, because C4s are pretty rare, but basically you need 1 or 2 C4s when you go to raid. You take them and then you raid. And a lot of people might tell you that there is a big skill involved in raiding, but in my opinion, guys, it's like raiding is basically like gambling. You never know what chests you're gonna open, because when you will go to the base, like let's say you got to raid my base, which probably you can't raid my base because my base is not there, because for those who didn't know, you're not raiding real player, you're raiding bots. But the point is, let's say you got to raid my base, right? And how do you know that this chest is empty? Just because they're outside doesn't mean that they are empty. I've gotten on countless occasions, guys, that guy had trunks and they were completely empty. Like let's say I've gotten this room and it's completely empty, but my small boxes might have some guns, and that happened for me in raids. I opened small boxes, loot was in small boxes, but trunks were completely empty. So don't worry if you're not gonna get anything from raids. It happens for everyone, and there is nothing you could have done, because I would say that it's just based on luck, but it's still pretty fun to raid. And also tips about some base building. So a lot of people would suggest you, oh, don't raid until you upgrade your base, don't do this until you upgrade your base. But if you're gonna go with this mentality, most likely you're not gonna raid for half of year, because in order to upgrade your base to make it unraidable, it will take quite a while. And for those who didn't know, you're not being raided by real players, you're being raided by a bot. So basically, even this base sometimes is penetrated with C4s. I mean, they destroy these walls, and sometimes they open up this chest. I mean, it's full of trash, but still, guys, they destroy it. For those who don't know, level 4 walls are indestructible yet, so if you see them on raids, you're not going to be able to destroy them, and raiders won't be able to destroy your level 4 walls as well. So I would suggest you, if you really want to raid, even though raids are not really worth it, current 1.10.1 version, but I would still suggest you to raid because raids are really fun anyways. It's just that if you want to raid, I would suggest you taking all of your loot and moving it to Alpha Bunker or to Bravo Bunker because there is lockers and raiders can't raid these lockers, at least currently. So go on, place them over there, place your valuable loot there, and you should be able to go and raid. And also when you're going offline, take all your loot in your inventory because everything that's in your inventory raiders can't steal. So my biggest tip probably would be if you want to raid and you just started out the game but you're scared that your base is going to be destroyed or something, don't worry about that because your base is going to be destroyed, that's for sure. But don't worry about the loot. Don't craft like level 1 or 2 walls because they are useless. Just craft level 3 walls and it will take you a long time until you're going to build a lot of level 3 walls because most of the people who have huge bases, they crafted level 3 walls when walls were cheaper. But now when walls are more expensive, it will take you almost forever to craft that many walls as I have right now. And even here my base is not that big, so just put your stuff at Alpha Bunker, at Bravo Bunker, and you're gonna be 100% Gucci. Also, let's talk a little bit about revenge raids, and I will go at that time to my Alpha Bunker because I should be able to get a revenge raid very soon because that's what usually happens. To trigger revenge raid, at least for me, I have to travel between a couple of locations. So I'm gonna go like and reset Alpha Bunker. So you're gonna get a revenge raid if someone raids your base, right? And if they steal a little bit of the loot. So don't always keep your base completely empty. Keep a couple of chests, a couple of bait chests outside. Leave there like some sort of aluminum wire or like whatever trash. Because if raiders are gonna raid your base and they won't steal anything, you're not gonna be able to get a revenge raid. So basically once every 24 hours, there is a chance that they will raid your base. And after they steal something, it will say that there are footsteps leading back to that base, so you will be able to go outside and you'll be able to do a revenge raid. It's basically the same like raid, it's just it's a revenge raid. And plus, if they stole, for example, 20 steel, there's a chance that you will get those 20 steel back from his base from the bot that has just raided your base. So here we go, Alpha Bunker is reset, so I'll go inside and I'll open up green and yellow crates. And I don't even know what other tips can I give you for raiding. It's just the point is, it will be pretty hard to raid every single day because these tasks are gonna start being annoying. You have to grind a lot to finish these tasks. And plus, you will run out of C4s pretty quickly. So my biggest suggestion would be just move your stuff to Alpha Bunker and start raiding as soon as you will get enough stuff. As soon as you will save up like 2 C4s and that's it. And don't worry about your stuff being stolen because, or about your walls being destroyed because they are gonna be destroyed no matter what level you are unless your base is gonna be full level 4. Here we go, let's take that one Glock and let's take more Dragoons. Well, we got a chopper. We'll get out of my inventory. So, and I'm gonna go back to the base because usually whenever I travel between few locations, I get a revenge raid. I'm not really sure if that's what's gonna happen today, but at least that's what I'm hoping for. It doesn't always work, but at least for me, it helps out. And I would also suggest if you just started playing Last on Earth, I would suggest you to not worry about raiding because raiding is not really worth it right now because you will need to do all these tasks and you will need to pay your C4s and plus you're gonna expose your base for like some sort of wood whilst you can just grind wood yourself. Basically, raids are not really that valuable right now and not worth it. But if you think that you're ready for the raid, then definitely raid. Hopefully all these tips helped out. So now let's just hope that we're gonna summon a revenge raid. And then we're gonna do a revenge raid. So guys, I've been traveling between areas for around like 25 minutes now and I still couldn't summon that revenge raid, so maybe today I'm not gonna get a revenge raid. I don't know, but the point is now we're gonna go, guys. We're gonna do the 3rd floor because that's what raiders want from me and that's what I'm gonna give them. And also, while I'll be doing Alpha Bunker, and if I remember any other raiding tips, I will definitely share here. For example, one of those other raiding tips that I would like to tell you is when you get a revenge raid or like whatever raid, if you do the tasks and you get a normal raid, if you go to the base, you make at least slight noise and then you go get out of that base, the base is going to disappear. So if you go to the raid, don't make any noise. If you want to leave the base and come back. For example, if you come to the base, you can just check out if he has level 3 walls, then you can go back to your base. But even sometimes, even then, base disappears, so I wouldn't advise you scouting the base. Just go with the mentality that as soon as you go to raid, that base is gonna disappear after as soon as you leave to another location. So when you go to raid, don't leave that base. And right now I'll try to do the full 3rd floor because I also want to get enough red tickets to open up a red crate because there we can find a C4, guys. And as you all know, I don't even have any C4s now. Even if I got a raid, I wouldn't be able to raid probably anyways because I don't have any C4s, guys. And without C4s, it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough to raid. And also, if you just started playing Last on Earth, then consider checking out my Noob To Pro playlist. There I shared basically all the tips that I know on how to start playing Last on Earth and how to clear second and third floor for those who just started the game out. So make sure to check it out if you're a newcomer to Last on Earth. But we, on the other hand, will be popping this Frenzy Giant into tiny little pieces because I want to get my red tickets from that bad boy. And also a question for you guys, how often do you raid now? Because I do know that raiding now sucks completely. Like, I don't understand why raiding is so bad now. I mean, it doesn't matter how much time we spend doing these tasks or on how much we pray to Last on Earth gods to give us a great raid. We're still gonna get trash, and I'm a little bit disappointed with raids. I'm not gonna lie now, because the current raiding system, it sucks. Like, you even have like those reputation points, and for those who are like asking, oh, what is reputation points, I might just say, don't worry about it. No one knows what are these reputation points. They don't do nothing. Like, you might have the full reputation, 200 reputation points, like me for example, and you're still gonna get trashiest base that you can imagine. So I don't even know. The point is, if I didn't raid, if I was just grinding probably for resources, everything, I would probably have more stuff than I have right now, because I just try to do all these tasks. I try to grind these 25 chests, which are completely useless. If I didn't do this, if instead I was grinding for oak and planks, then probably I would have way more level 3 walls than I have now. But I mean, raiding is a little bit more fun, so probably that's the only reason why I keep raiding. But definitely with every time I raid, I feel like part of me dies. So I feel like there is not much left for me of pain that I can endure. Endure. Good. Endure. Very nice. HappyCairek English lessons only here, only right now, guys. Smash that like button if you learned something new today. Actually, I mean, smash that like button if you learned something new today. But doing third floor, I just realized that I like third floor a little bit more than second floor, because I feel like third floor is a little bit shorter than the second floor. Am I right? Well, not really, but there's way more Frenzy Giants. I love, guys, third floor. I just realized whenever I do second floor, I feel like that pain, but here on the second floor, it feels like more kind of low-key interesting. I'm not really sure about that, but at least, guys, in my opinion, it feels like third floor is a little bit better than second floor. Like, loot wise, checking by how many coupons you get at the third floor, then yes, guys, third floor is totally better, because look at that, guys. We got a red ticket from this bad boy. Isn't that sweet? Another red ticket. Oh yeah. Wouldn't be surprised now if I'll go back to the base and I'll get a revenge raid, but at the same time, guys, I can't do a revenge raid because I literally have no C4s. And my biggest advice would be, if you go to raids, also, guys, I didn't share one amazing tip with you. For those who didn't know, you can actually go to YouTube and type LDoE raid, and then type the base name that you got the raid. Let's say LDoE raid player 1234, and if someone rated that base and if someone uploaded it on YouTube, it should show up. So I would also highly advise you going on YouTube first before you go to raid, because there you will be able to see what kind of base does he have and if it's worth it to rate it or no, because sometimes you might get a base where you will need to use 2 C4s, and inside you're not gonna get anything valuable. Like, literally you might get some grass or something. So, and also, not all bases are gonna be on YouTube, so if you try to search the base on YouTube and it doesn't show up, that means it's just not there. So you will have to keep your fingers crossed and go to raid and hope that that base is gonna have at least something. And I'm trying to stay, guys, positive and optimistic that maybe one day Kefir will actually listen to its community and they will change raids a little bit. But I'm just not really sure if they are focusing on raids that much at the moment. But I feel like raids could be a bit better, because they were pretty good and then they screwed them up a little bit. I remember good old raids when you go to raid and you get a trunk full of VSS, a trunk full of modded gun. That were good old days. Plus, people were even more lucky than me. Some of peeps were getting like full inventory of steel, then they go back home and they're Gucci. Some of them were getting floppy crates, floppy disks, and now they remove those floppy disks from raids, which I feel like, why would they do that? Like, there's not that many loots left at the raids. Now they even remove those floppy disks, which is just really, really sad. Like, soon I think they will remove guns as well. They will just leave their wood and these nuts, because they keep adding, they added like that stupid motel where you can find nuts. They added convoy where you can find nuts. Now in raids you can find nuts. I think, guys, I think it should be last nut on Earth and not last day on Earth. When I say nut, I'm talking about last day on Earth balls, not nut, if you know what I mean. Probably, guys, we're gonna do the second floor tomorrow, and this way I'll be able to open up, guys, a red crate, and then probably, hopefully, we will raid. But again, guys, I think I will stop focusing so much on raids. This video is about raiding, teaching how to raid, and how ironic when I say that I think I will stop raiding that often because raids are total trash, and I think I'm just wasting more resources trying to do that raid rather than doing whatever, because I have to open, for example, 25 chests in these rare locations, and that takes a lot of time, and that takes a lot of weapons to open them up, or also killing like what, 15 floater bloaters, and if not floater bloaters but toxic abominations, they take a lot of time as well. But without these tasks, there's not much you can do in Last on Earth, so I mean, it's like, I don't know. Well, hopefully Kefir is going to fix that. For those who don't know who is Kefir, if you're just new here, Kefir is the company name who made Last Day on Earth. So I highly suggested checking out my 7 Days to Die video. Just click here in the first card to go there, or click here in the second card to watch my another epic raid from Last Day on Earth. And I'm uploading such videos on YouTube every single day, so make sure to drop that subscribe button and notification bell to not miss any future videos. Also guys, drop those like buttons where we'll add it, and peace out.